You were headed home from work and you got crashed into by somebody who ran the red light. You're sore and you're stressed, and now there's an insurance company calling with a settlement offer that sounds decent, but something feels a little bit off to you. You're right to worry. You see, if you cash that check too soon or skip a key step, you could be locking yourself out of tens of thousands that you actually deserve. Hi, I'm Matt Albrecht, a personal injury attorney in Washington State, and I've helped clients turn $5,000 offers into $50,000 settlements just because we know what the insurance companies hope that you are never going to learn. In this video, though, I'll walk you through the 5 critical strategies to help strengthen your claim, avoid possible mistakes, and make sure that your settlement is actually fair. Because this isn't just paperwork, it's your recovery, your finances, your life, and your future. Number 1, don't trust the insurance company's first offer. Many companies actually have rules that don't allow their adjusters to make the best offer be the first offer. Their main job is to pay out as little as possible. No matter how friendly they sound on the phone, they're trained to sound friendly. In Washington, I see this every week. A client has been in a crash and they get offered a check. It might sound like a lot of money at first, especially if you have bills piling up, you don't know how you're going to fix your car, etc. But here's the secret. You're almost never going to get what your claim is really worth. So why do they do this? Well, they know that most people are stressed and want to move on. But if they can get you some small amount quick, then you might just take it and save them a lot down the road. Now, it won't matter that down the road you figure out that your injuries were much worse than you thought they were, because it'll be too late then. If you accepted the quick payout before you understand the true value of your case, you're signing away all of your chances to be treated more fairly when you down the road realize this is a lot worse than you thought it was at first. Here's a real example. I worked with somebody who was working at the Home Depot. On his way to work, he gets rear-ended. Turning into his work, he thought that it didn't seem like too bad of an injury, so he took a $5,000 payment because he was back to work a couple days later, and that seemed pretty fair. But what he didn't realize is that actually he had a serious injury to his shoulder, and when he came back to work, within the next few weeks, it didn't get better. It kept getting worse. Take some aspirin, it'll feel better in a week. But it kept getting worse, and the doctor told him, you can't do that job anymore. You need a shoulder surgery. At that point, he came to us, and it was a real challenge to get him treated fairly. Most of the time, if you've signed that check, it doesn't matter what you find out after that, you're probably out of luck. So the first secret I'm going to give you, never jump at the first offer. Take your time, talk to professionals. Don't be afraid to say no. Washington law will not punish you for saying no to the first offer. Number 2. Gather and protect all of the evidence you can. The second secret is all about evidence. Evidence is the bedrock of your claim. You need more than just your word that you were hurt. The more proof you have, the stronger your position will be. Here's what a lot of people forget. The burden is on you to prove your damages and your injuries. So if you don't document everything, the insurance company is going to argue you weren't really hurt or that your damages are less than what you say they are. Here's how you protect yourself. Start at the scene of the accident. If you're able, take photos of everything. Take photos of your car, the street signs. If you're hurt, don't do this hurt. Call a friend and ask if you know anybody who could go down and take some pictures. Also, always get names and contact info of witnesses. Once they've left the scene, it's very hard to track them down and find them again. In Washington, police reports are also very helpful. So call the police and ask for a copy of the report. After the accident, keep a journal. Write down how you feel every day. Keep track of the pain you go through, trouble sleeping, any impacts this has on your family. Save the medical bills you have, receipts for prescriptions, out-of-pocket expenses. Every little bit that you spend is money that you shouldn't have had to spend. I one time had a client who kept notes about their pain and their doctor's appointment. Now, by the time we settled, he had a big, thick folder filled with the journal entries and the photos. The insurance company had been really unfair and had lowballed him. But I'll tell you, by the time we were done, it had more than tripled the value of his case from where we began. Remember, in Washington, clear evidence leads to clearly bigger settlements. Protect yourself by gathering as much as you can. Even if you think something is small or unimportant, let your attorney decide if it was small or unimportant. It might end up making a huge difference. Number 3, get the right medical treatment and follow through with your doctor's recommendations. Medical treatment is not just about getting better. It's also about proving your injuries. This is the third secret to doubling your settlement. Insurance companies love to argue that you weren't really hurt if you don't see a doctor right away, or if you stop going before you're healed. The insurance company is going to claim I exaggerated. Well, guess what? If you don't go, they're going to say you weren't really hurt. So either way, the insurance company is going to find a way to challenge you. Now in Washington, there's no cap on damages for medical bills or for pain and suffering in a car accident. That means you can claim the full amount you need, but only if you actually have the right records and follow through. If you don't get checked out, if you skip appointments, then the insurance adjuster will definitely use that against you. Someday down the road, there will be a defense lawyer saying, if it was really hurting like that, then why wouldn't you have kept going to the doctor? The next question you'll get is, then why didn't you go back to the doctor and ask them what else they could do? See, it's your responsibility to be your own advocate when it comes to your own health care. That's why even if you feel okay at first, oftentimes injuries like concussions or whiplash can show up several days later. Follow all your doctor's instructions. Go to all the appointments. Go to the physical therapy. Keep track of your mileage and the time you spend and get copies of the records. I know it feels like you just took on an extra job because of this crash. Well, you kind of did. And if you want to be treated fairly, then you'll need to treat this case seriously as well. If you don't take your treatment seriously, then who else will? The bottom line, in Washington, your medical records are the foundation of your injury claim. If you tough it out or wait and see, you're not really giving your doctor a fair chance to help you heal, and you're definitely not helping your own case. Get treated, follow through on what your doctor says. That's how you maximize your settlement. Number 4, do not settle until you know the full impact of your injuries. Here's the 4th secret, and it's a big one. Don't settle your case early on when you don't really understand how your injuries are going to affect your future. Now, the law in Washington gives you 3 years to file a personal injury lawsuit, starting from the date of the accident. But if you take a quick settlement, you can't go back for more, even if your injuries turn out to be a lot worse than you thought. I've seen too many people rush to get some money up front and then regret it later. And if you sign the settlement agreement, they're off the hook. You don't really know how it's going to heal until you're fully back at work and you're doing your normal daily workup. So in Washington, don't feel pressured to settle quickly. Take the time to get proper diagnosis and treatment. Talk to your doctors. Make sure you really understand the real impact of your injuries, the emotional, physical, and financial impact. This is your one shot to be taken care of. You're probably not getting another one. Step 5, hiring a local Washington personal injury attorney early on is the best way that will help you improve your claim. An experienced Washington personal injury attorney will know all of the things I have set forward, and they will have experienced this 1,000 times over. Attorneys know all the tricks the insurance companies are going to try to use. That means we know what evidence to collect, we know how to value your case, and we know how to negotiate for a maximum justice for you. And we can see the little details, things that other people forget: wage loss, future medical needs, the risks of future arthritis you might face because of what happened to your back or your shoulder. And if you have a good attorney, they'll spot those things and make sure that you're getting compensated for them. Beyond that, a local attorney knows the area courts, the judges, the doctors, even the reputation of the local insurance companies. So you want someone who actually has been in our courtroom. You want someone who the judges know. So don't be afraid of that phone call to a lawyer. So let's review. You've just learned the 5 secrets that can double your car accident injury settlement in Washington. Number 1, don't trust the insurance company's first offer. Number 2, gather and protect all of the evidence. Number 3, get the right medical treatment and follow through. Number 4, never settle before you really understand the full extent of your injuries. And 5, hire local, experienced legal counsel as soon as possible, because we can help you from the day after the crash, and we can help you avoid mistakes. If you take these together, these 5 steps can make a huge difference between a lowball payout and a settlement that is fair and really covers your pain, your losses, and your future. If you want to dive even deeper into this and understand what your rights are, you'll watch our next video, Why Motorcycle Accident Cases Are Never Open and Shut. That video could save you months of stress and toil. See you over there.